working in a hurried yet careful rhythm.
Graffiti is a fast medium. It's meant to be fast. If you slow, then you're going to get caught.
Brandon Odoms knows this kind of art often goes unappreciated.
It's always on the borderline of vandalism. It's always on the borderline of just, people have this idea whether it's gang associated, which is ridiculous.
Once known as De Gaulle Manor, this now vacant New Orleans apartment complex is where Odoms, for weeks, trespassed his way into a gutted two-story building, coating the walls with giant faces of civil rights icons and his personal heroes.
So it all started right here?
Yeah, in this room, yeah.
But things abruptly stopped the day the property owner showed up as he was painting.
I seen the guys walking up, and I was like, uh-oh, this doesn't look good.
But there was no confrontation, just curiosity. The owners were impressed, wanting to know more about the images and the stories behind them.
Eventually led to me just pitching this crazy idea.
Odoms wanted to turn the entire ruined complex into a sprawling street art exhibit and open it to the public. After more meetings and more convincing, the owners agreed he could use the property.
So literally this space was transformed in 15 days, give or take, because most of the artists did not take that much time.
30 area street artists quickly made a pair of ruined 5-story buildings their canvas, overlapping ideas in what's now called Exhibit B. Odoms was adamant it would not be full of bulky graffiti lettering, but instead would tell the stories of this old neighborhood. It would just be.
Towards the 80s, when crack hit, the space became totally different. A lot of people no longer work. Crime started to grow, poverty started to grow. This place became less and less attractive, more and more dangerous. A place that, as I remember when I was growing up, a place that I was not allowed to visit.
The whole first floor of this building was programmed.
Malik Rahim was honored to see his face in the exhibit. He lived here and ran a program called Common Ground to help the neighborhood's youth and those dealing with substance abuse. But in 2006, after a change in ownership and increasing crime problems, he says everyone was evicted from the property.
It was a real community. You had real God-fearing people, that was living here just by chance and by politics happened to be poor.
There's also a tribute to George Carter, a popular teen whose murder remains unsolved.
So young kids could see, yes, he was the model student, look what happened, and we paid respect to him. We showed that he's larger than life now. So this is 15 days, if that, worth of work.
What was supposed to be a one-weekend exhibit is still open 2 months later, attracting several thousand visitors, including many school groups.
I cried several times. I felt happiness and I also felt sadness. I was happy because someone remembered these people and their lives and the things that they've done throughout history.
Most people would have considered this place an eyesore, just a couple months ago. What do you say it is now? What do you call it?
From the surface, I call it beautiful. I think what it is possibility. I guess this corner is probably like the popular corner, right?
But soon, the buildings and the art will come down. Developers have plans for a sports complex and hotel on the property.
It's not temporary, because this will live on. For other people who've seen it, I won't forget it.
Graffiti is hardly ever permanent, but Brandon Odoms feels he and the other artists have created something that's lasting, while doing what he says street artists rarely do: use paint to connect to a community, leaving it better than they found it.